Thank you very much for being a part of today's class. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, today I'll be showing you how to process an employer's permit and a recruiter's license in Nigeria. Okay, now you are looking at the certificate. This is how it looks like. This is what I will be discussing with you today. You are going to see how this certificate can be used in order to better your business. This is mandatory for anyone who is, who desires to be in the business of recruitment in Nigeria. If you want to be in the business of recruitment in Nigeria, be it an employment agency, a labor contractor, or a consultant, definitely it is mandatory. The Labor Act states that you must have this certificate before you can function in any capacity as a recruiter in Nigeria. Okay? Before we proceed, I would like to show you 3 things or 4 things that you will get in this class. And the very first of them is the benefit. I will show you the benefit that is associated with recruiter's license in Nigeria. If you have your recruiter's license in Nigeria, I will show you the benefits that is associated with it. And then the next is also the requirements. What are those things that you have to get in order for you to be eligible? And then the next thing I'll have to show you is the types of recruiter's license in Nigeria. There are types, and then I will also show you that. The next is also the steps, the bureaucracy involved in the process of recruitment in Nigeria. All these things are the things that we will look at in-depthly once we proceed. Okay? Then let's start with the benefit. What are the benefits that is accruable to you if you have a recruiter's license in Nigeria? The very first benefit is that your business will have legitimacy. And if your business has legitimacy, it simply means that your clients, they will have confidence in you. Once you have a recruiter's license, definitely people will want to do more business with you. They will have confidence in you because confidence begets referrals. And once they have confidence in you and then they refer you, then your business will continue to grow and blossom from there. The next benefit that is accruable to you also, if you have recruiter's license as an employment agency or a labor contractor, is that you are complying with the provisions of the Labor Act 2004. The Labor Act is the act that governs and superintends any relationship between employers and employees, and also job seekers and recruitment agencies. So if you get a recruiter's license, you process a recruiter's license, it simply means that you have complied with the provisions of the act. And if you don't comply with the provisions of the act, you will see yourself always dodging from the law because you are going contrary to the provisions of the law. And if you are prosecuted, if you promise to do something and you fail, and then you are arrested and prosecuted for acting outside the law, then you risk going to jail, and that is not the best. And one another benefit that you will get if you have a recruiter's license as a recruiter or as an employment agency is that your business will grow. You will have business growth and other opportunities will come knocking on your door. And one of those benefits is that you will be exposed to doing government contracts, because some of the requirements that you need in order to have a recruiter's license is PENCOM and NSIT certificate. And once you have your ITF and then you register with BPP and then you join together with your recruiter's license, you will see your business will skyrocket. I promise you that. This is what other people have done and it has worked for them. And once you do it, I promise you it will surely work for you. Then right now, we will now look at the requirements. What are those things that you need to have before you can even think of, getting a recruiter's license? Because just like I mentioned earlier, recruiter's license is mandatory for anyone who desires to invest in labor. And labor being a factor of production is in need by any agency, any organization. They need labor. So it is lucrative and it will continue being lucrative. So what are those requirements that you need to have before you can be able to process a recruiter's license? The first is just your letterheaded paper. You make an application to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Labor and Employment, and then you can go to the website of the ministry and then you download the forms. It's either you are downloading for the domestic placement or the international. That is your choice. If you really want to do the international, you can do that as well. And then the next thing is that your company must be registered before you can be able to make the application. Then you have your certificate of incorporation, and then the details of the directorship of your company, and that as well must to be, it should not be in the form, it has to be on the letterheaded paper of the company. And then the next thing, which is very critical, your memorandum and articles of association must state that one of the objects that you are into the business of labor outsourcing. You are in the business of labor outsourcing. If you don't do that, it is automatic disapproval. They will query it and keep it until you rectify it in CSC. And you can rectify it in CSC by applying for them to alter the memorandum and include this. And another thing is the PENCOM and NSITF compliance certificate. I mentioned it earlier. This is a very crucial document if you want to be a government contractor. Once you have these documents, you will definitely start doing business with government and also international NGOs and also private and public multinational companies, because before you can be able to supply them labor, you must have a recruiter's license. That is a short one. Then the next is the contract of employment, and then the company handbook, and then also a copy of contract with the clients that you're doing business with, and also the health and medical insurance of your staff, training policy, then the unionization letter, as well as a pre-registration inspection report. You will also have to, provide your management profile so that they can know that you have the qualification, you have the background to be able to provide the level that you say you provide. Is very important. So that's why they always place so much importance on the management profile. You have to make sure you have it in that. And then the insurance bond, once you collect this document, then you are now ready to make your application. Then the next thing we'll have to look at now is that what are the type of recruiter's license that you can invest in if you really want to go into recruitment. What are the types of recruiter's license? The first, you have recruiter's license for domestic operations. That's for people who want to be making a placement for jobs within the territory of Nigeria. And also, if you wish to be selling the labor of Nigerians to international organizations, you can also do that by getting a recruiter's license for international operations. That will help you to sell labor to international organizations and make so much money. There is a lot of money for you to make in recruitment and selling labor, outsourcing labor. And then what are the steps involved in the application process? What are the bureaucracy that your application will go through before you can get an approval in the Ministry of Labor and Employment? The very first thing that you have to do after you have collected your document is to make the first payment of 5,000 naira, which is for fresh applications. You have to pay through remitter and then print out your receipt, make 3 copies of those receipts, attach it together with your application when you are going to submit, and it starts from the state office. You start from the state office, and then the first thing that the ministry does is to assign an inspector. They will assign an inspector who will now go to your premises and then determine if the premises is conducive for business. The premise has to be conducive for business so that the labor that you are outsourcing will be quality labor. So then, and once that is done, then it's the inspection report of the inspector will be sent to the minister's office. And in the minister's office, an officer called the controller, he will now get the application, the inspection report, and also look at the application that has been made by the applicant, then compare two of them. Once he is satisfied that what you have brought is okay and also it tallies with the inspection report of the inspector, he will issue what's called a letter of confirmation. This letter of confirmation, you can use it before even the license is issued. It simply means that you have complied with the provisions of the Labor Act, that you can now be able to do business. But once the letter of confirmation is issued, then you will now be asked to pay a fee of 200,000 naira. That is if you are making an application for domestic placement. But on the other hand, if you are for the international placement, then it's 300,000 naira. And once you make this application, it will be sent back to the controller to see if it tallies also with the revenue receipt that will be issued to you. Once he is okay, then he will now give an order for a recruiter's license to be issued to the applicant. You see, and that is when a recruiter's license will now be issued to you, so that you can now legitimize your business and then go for more business opportunities that will help you business. And the processing time is between 4 to 8 weeks. The processing time is 4 to 8 weeks. I have to be really frank with you. I'm not going to promise you anything less, so that you will not be disappointed. This is because it goes to the minister's office, so it takes a while. It passes through a lot of bureaucracy, so you have to make the application on time so that you won't be caught up in any delay. So, and also the 4 to 8 weeks is you have to really follow up the application for you to even get it within that 4 to 8 weeks. That 4 to 8 weeks is you have done all that you need to do. You must visit the ministry yourself. You must make some connections there, because without those connections, your application will be greatly delayed. And then you now start experiencing queries upon queries, which will now make the application last even up to a year. So all you just need to do is to make sure that you follow up this application, and then this is what we are here for. You will help you facilitate that, will help you do that. So don't fret, don't be frightened. Even all those other things that we have mentioned in the requirements, those are things that we can help you arrange. We can help you put all those things in place so that your application can go smoothly. We have been doing this for a long time, and we promise to deliver quality service to you. Okay, and before we close, I just want to wrap up that one of the benefits that you will get, they are enormous. Just like I mentioned earlier, legitimacy, confidence in your business is key for your business to experience growth. Your clients must have confidence in your business, and there is no way you can be able to do that as a recruitment agency or a labor contractor or consultant without you getting your recruiter's license. It's very key. It builds confidence in people you are dealing with. Big companies will not outsource business to you if you don't have this. The government will not do business with you. Nobody will do business with you. You will just end up just collecting mega fees from people from the city, and then without making any meaningful development in your business. Then compliance, we talked about it, very key. If you don't comply, then you are now playing with the law, and once the long arm of the law comes against you, it is very disastrous. And most importantly, business growth. Your business will grow. That is one thing I will assure you. Your business will surely grow, and if you get your recruiter's license, because more business opportunities will come to you. So recruiter's license is an indispensable thing that any recruiter in Nigeria must get. Without it, you cannot function. It's as simple as that. Then the question I will leave you with is that would you rather be a go-getter and comply with the Labor Act, or you just go back to your usual routine and risk jail time for non-conformity? I believe definitely you will want to comply, and I will advise you to comply because there are a whole lot of benefits for you to achieve. Thank you very much, and join me, please join me this Thursday on 12 noon for a free webinar on 3 powerful secrets that will help you to win government and international NGO contracts in Nigeria, even if you are a novice and you don't have any connection at the moment. We will reveal all these secrets to you. It is a promise. It's going to be a bumper package, and you will learn a whole lot more that can transform your business and take it to where you want to be, for it to be a multi-million naira company. Okay, see the webinar's registration link in the description. You will get the link at the description so that you can join. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you on Thursday. May God continue to bless each and every one of you. Thank you.